Howdy y'all, welcome. How is everybody doing? As y'all saw from the title of the video, I'm going to be grinding my way up to the A+ lobbies, starting this week in Raceway Atlanta. This was my first race of the day for March 23rd, and I was using the Ferrari 296, but we'll see how the meta changes up towards the end of the week. That being said, let the race begin. I did not set a lap time for this race, so I will be starting in P14 on the grid. That was intentional, as most of the chaos happens in the middle of the pack. And we're off. So, my plan for the first lap was to maintain my distance from the cars in the front, but I also got to keep in mind that I have two other cars behind me as well. So right off the bat, I could tell that maintaining my distance was going to be a little bit difficult, especially coming up on this section where everything's going to get congested. Switching the camera view because this is the section I thought everything was going to fall apart. We got the two cars behind me, side by side. A little bit of contact with my bumper, the yellow Ferrari causing the Corvette to spin out. It really was just a terrible mess. I was trying to get out of there. Up in front of me, I see a puff of smoke, and then you see the two cars that got ran off the road as well. Just the sight of all that commotion almost caused me to spin out. Luckily, I managed to keep my vehicle in control, but can't say the same thing for the guy on the left side. Wanted to add that this was my first time driving the Ferrari 296. Honestly, I think I should have just gone for the Porsche 992, but you know, it is what it is. Towards the end of lap 1, another yellow flag. We got another car that got ran off the road. What a damn shame. Alrighty then, heading into lap 2, just more chaos. I love it. And right here, it's another Ferrari, spins out of track. We also got that Porsche off course, costing him a bit of time, and giving me his position. So what I've gathered so far is that if I keep my car on the road, I can keep climbing up in the ladder. I want y'all to lock your eyes on the yellow Ferrari in front of me. Driver name is Hoots. Looks like he bumped the car in front of him, causing him to run off the road. I don't know if that was intentional, but either way, I gained another position, P8. I beat Hoots at the penalty line, and he's serving some time for track limits or bumping that car off the road. Who knows? All I know is that P7 is mine now. Another yellow flag, probably because of the car in front of me spins out a little bit, giving me P6 for the start of lap 3. So that vehicle that I passed, he makes a couple of mistakes throughout this entire race, but he's no slow driver, he's pretty freaking fast, I'll give him that. To stay in front of him is going to be quite the challenge, to say the least. Towards the end of lap 5 is when he makes his move. I can see him in the rear view, so I give him enough space, I let off the gas. Clearly he's the faster driver, so I let him through. I saw no point in trying to battle for P6. It was in my best interest to just follow him and try to get a little bit of the slipstream. We both end up pitting towards the end of lap 7. Coming out of the pit lanes, I will try to keep it easy because I gotta let the tires warm up for at least this lap. As I make my way towards the end of lap 8, I meet him up at the penalty lines. Most likely he's serving time for off-track limits. However, he does regain his position back due to my tires not being up to temp yet, almost causing me to lose control of my vehicle. I do make maintain my pace throughout the entire duration of this race, staying relatively close to the 3 cars up ahead of me. Until the final lap, I ended up catching up to this Porsche in front of me who was in P6. We have a GTR car that ends up running off the road right here on this section coming up. Now it's a battle between me and the 992. Let's see what happens. Towards the end of lap 13, right here in this last section, I try to go for a move on the inside. He doesn't give me the room, and we end up bumping each other a little bit. So I just let off the gas and let him have it. The last thing I wanted was to have a spin out at the final lap. I end up finishing this race in P6, not bad from where I started in P14. Alrighty, if y'all made it to the end of the video, I want to say thank you. And if you enjoyed it too, please leave a like.